In Greek mythology, Orpheus, a gifted musician, falls in love with Eurydice, a beautiful nymph. When Eurydice dies from a snake bite, Orpheus descends into the underworld to plead with Hades, the god of the dead, to allow her to return to the world of the living. Hades agrees on the condition that Orpheus does not look back at Eurydice until they have reached the surface. However, overcome by doubt, Orpheus looks back too soon, losing Eurydice forever. This Chinese folk legend, also known as the Butterfly Lovers, tells the story of Liang Shanhua, a scholar, and Zhu Yingtai, a young woman who disguises herself as a man to pursue an education. They become sworn brothers and develop a deep bond, but Liang eventually discovers Zhu's true identity and their romantic feelings. However, societal expectations and family opposition prevent them from being together, leading to a heartbreaking conclusion. William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is perhaps the most famous love tragedy in English literature. Set in Verona, Italy, it tells the story of two young lovers from feuding families, the Montagues and the Capulets. Romeo, a Montague, and Juliet, a Capulet, fall deeply in love but are unable to be together openly due to the enmity between their families. Despite their attempts to defy the odds and unite, their love ultimately leads to a series of tragic events, including misunderstandings, deaths, and suicides. Victor Hugo's Les Miserables is a sprawling novel set against the backdrop of revolutionary France. Among its many characters and storylines is the tragic romance between Jean Valjean, a former convict, and Cosette, the daughter of a tragic factory worker, Fantine. Despite their love for each other, their happiness is constantly threatened by societal injustice, political upheaval, and personal tragedies. Written by Spanish playwright Federico Garcia Lorca, Blood Wedding is a tragedy inspired by a true story. It tells the tale of a bride-to-be who runs away with her former lover on her wedding day, sparking a series of events that lead to a tragic conclusion involving love, jealousy, and fate. Often considered the world's first novel, The Tale of Genji, by Murasaki Shikibu, is a classic of Japanese literature. It follows the life and romantic exploits of Hikaru Genji, a nobleman, whose passionate love affairs and tragic losses unfold against the backdrop of the Heian period. Troilus and Cressida is a tragic play by William Shakespeare, set during the Trojan War. Troilus, a Trojan prince, falls deeply in love with Cressida, the daughter of a Trojan priest. Their love is tested by the chaos of war, betrayal, and political intrigue, ultimately leading to their separation and tragic fates. From the ancient Indian epic Mahabharata, the tale of Savitri and Satyavan revolves around Savitri's unwavering love and determination to save her husband, Satyavan, from death. Despite knowing that Satyavan's life is destined to end soon, Savitri refuses to accept his fate and bravely confronts Yama, the god of death, ultimately convincing him to spare Satyavan's life. Written by Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina is a Russian novel that explores the consequences of an extramarital affair. Anna Karenina, a married aristocrat, falls in love with Count Vronsky, leading to societal condemnation, personal turmoil, and ultimately a tragic end. Margaret Mitchell's epic novel, Gone with the Wind, follows the tumultuous romance between Scarlett O'Hara, a headstrong Southern belle, and Rhett Butler, a roguish blockade runner. Set against the backdrop of the American Civil War and its aftermath, their passionate love affair is marked by intense conflicts, misunderstandings, and personal tragedies, culminating in a heartbreaking separation.